Hello everybody and welcome to this new YouTube video. In this YouTube video I will be updating you guys on the current state of Bitcoin. I will be giving my personal view on Bitcoin and what I think will be the most likely scenario for the upcoming days and weeks for Bitcoin. First, we have to take a look at this falling wedge that I have been talking about for weeks, if not months. It has finally seen a breakout towards the upside, and the technical target of this falling wedge is the beginning of the falling wedge, which is still another 59% approximately, if we see the technical target of course. But since we have broken out of this falling wedge, Bitcoin has been showing a lot of strength. Where did we find massive resistance? Let's take a look at that first. So if we apply the volume levels and we also apply the price action levels on this chart and we remove the falling wedge, we can see that Bitcoin has found resistance at the bottom of this previous range right here. So right here we have found support once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6 times. Afterwards, we have broken out of this range towards the downside. And where did Bitcoin find massive resistance this time? Obviously, at the bottom of the previous range. That is a beautiful example of how price action works. And we also traded this one in the Discord. This is just a perfect example of price action. What is the next level of resistance if we manage to break through this level right here? The first massive level I'm looking at is just a little bit above 50k, which is a massive volume level of resistance right here. So let's say we are able to break through this massive level right here around 46 to 45.5k. The next massive level is 50.3k approximately. Why is it such a nice level? Because 50k will be a very psychological number to break through, and as soon as you break through it, a lot of people will open massive long positions. They will be trapped in their long positions, and we will find maybe a rejection just above 50k at this massive volume level of resistance. So that would be a possible scenario, to trap a lot of people in their long positions and then have a pullback towards the downside, getting a lot of people liquidated. The most important level of support for Bitcoin to hold on to is, in my opinion, 39k. Why is that? Because after this massive pull towards the downside, that is the level where Bitcoin found massive resistance. And we haven't retested that level yet. So that is still a possibility in my opinion. If we retest this, something like this should be happening. We shouldn't break through that level of support in my opinion. What would be nice from off at this point is maybe get another retest of 42k, or maybe get even a retest of 41 or 40k, or maybe even 39k. I don't care, to be honest, because from off that point I will start building a massive long position for Bitcoin, because I am not expecting us to break through the 39k level of support. So that is definitely something that I'm watching for Bitcoin, and where I will be building a massive long position for Bitcoin. So for now, Bitcoin is looking very strong based on price action, but the key level is still 46k till 45k. This is the key level that we want to be gaining, preferably with a daily candle close above this level and a 4-hour candle open and candle close above this level. As soon as we do, I will also be looking for a long position for Bitcoin, because that will be a sign of a higher time frame break of the market structure, where we will see another impulsive move towards the upside. Obviously, we are still a little bit depending on equity markets. So if we look at the S&P 500 and remove this, we can see that it is still looking not too good right now. And also the Nasdaq, if we look at the Nasdaq right now, it is also not looking too strong. So also because of the tensions between Russia and the USA, we could still see a further dip in equity markets, which will have a bearish effect on Bitcoin. So this is the current state for Bitcoin. This is how I am looking at it. We obviously also have the massive inverse head and shoulders pattern. So if we take the trend line and we draw the trend line, something like this, we can see that we still have this massive head and shoulders pattern for Bitcoin. And the breakout of this pattern will also be approximately around 46k. Another reason why this will be a massive level of resistance. So if we look at the massive head and shoulders pattern, we have the left shoulder right here, with the head right here, and we have the right shoulder right here. And this breakout right here will push Bitcoin towards my massive target of 54k, which I have been calling for months already. Even when Bitcoin was at 33k, I said it, we will see 54k no matter what before going into a possible bear market. Everybody was calling for 30k. You can look at my Twitter and I have been saying we won't see 30k because that is what everybody's expecting, and as soon as everybody expects something, 9 out of 10 times the opposite thing happens, which did for Bitcoin so far. So my massive target is 54k, and in my opinion, as soon as we break out of this massive inverse head and shoulders and we manage to gain the 46k level, it is looking very good for Bitcoin. So this is the current state for Bitcoin, and it is looking very strong in my opinion, even though we are still depending a little bit on the equity markets, but for now it is looking bullish. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The link is in the description. And make sure to check out my website to maybe even join a private Discord group where I am sharing potential trade setups and giving a lot of educational content, and also giving one-on-one sessions with my members. So make sure to check that one out, and then I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.